Hi everybody! Welcome to week 6 of our Apex English 1010 online course. In this week's video, I want to talk with you guys about our activities for the week. Remember, we're taking an extra week to work on this analysis paper. So this week is all about constructing your analysis, and we have a couple of project builders that I want to talk through because they're a little bit different than some of the homework we've done in the past. Then I want to talk through a little bit about the combination of hooks with another piece from our list. And of course, I want to end with our chat check-in prompt for this week. So we've got a lot to cover. I'm going to go ahead and switch it over to our Canvas view and we'll get right to it. Okay, so here you can see our Canvas home screen, and I have it queued up here to week 6. And just to give you the overview of what we're doing this week, we have our chat check-in. You have 2 project builders due this week. Oh, actually 3 project builders. 1, 2, 3. And these are project builders that we haven't tackled yet. So I'm going to talk through the color-coded annotations, the same mean matter chart, and the reverse outline of hooks. The purpose of all of these project builders is to help you get a handle on how you want to build your analysis paper. One of the best ways that you can build an effective analysis is to understand really thoroughly the text that you're analyzing. And that's what these assignments are designed to help you get to. But let's look at the overview so you can kind of see how things fall in terms of due dates. Up first, watch the week 6 instructor video, which you're already doing, Air 5. And continue to read and review through the whole week, keeping close to home, and your chosen essay that you're using to help you frame your analysis. So that's from that list that's in the assignment description that we looked at last week. You want to do your chat check-in right away so you can kind of get through that little quick, easy points. You're going to want to watch the reverse outline mini lesson, which is going to help you with Project Builder 6, which I'm going to have you do a reverse outline of hooks or your chosen essay, whichever one is maybe giving you the most problems. But then we have these other 2 project builders. You have a grammar vid this week about incomplete sentences and run-on sentences, and a little vid that's just delightful with Benedict Cumberbatch doing a Mad Lib. And it's precious. So I'm just going to scoot forward here and take us to the first project builder, the color-coded annotations. I've had a few questions about this, so I just want to talk through it so that you guys know what I'm aiming for here in this project builder. So the assignment prompt here is asking you to identify claims that Bell Hooks is making in her piece, Keeping Close to Home, and also to identify evidence. So your first step is to read through Keeping Close to Home, maybe have your handwritten annotations out or any extra annotations you did after doing your perusal activity. I'm asking you to have 2 different colors on hand or highlight in a document, whichever one works best for you. One color should be for claims. So these are statements that Hooks is making within her essay, either that they're things that she wants readers to do. We should do this. We shouldn't do this. Or they're claims of fact. This is a phenomenon. This is a framework. There's a couple other kinds of claims that she's making, but for right now, just keep your eyes open for those 2 sort of this is statements or we should statements. And then as you read, you're going to go through and just annotate in those 2 colors. So highlight, underline, make marks in the margins. Where is she making a claim, such as there is an alternative value system to the hegemonic value system? Okay, wink, wink, ding, ding. That's one claim for you to look for. And then, where is evidence that she's using? Well, Carol Stack's study that she published about the counter-hegemonic value system that she found amongst working class Black folk in the South, that's a bit of evidence. Okay? So what is her main claim? We talked a little bit about this in the mini lecture that I posted last week. Does she have any subclaims? Hint, she does. What are they? Then identify the evidence she uses to support each claim. The trick here is that your claims that Hooks is making that you're going to identify are going to be these statements that I talked about, statements of fact, statements of what we should and shouldn't do. And then the evidence are going to be stories, anecdotes, examples from her life that she's using to illustrate these claims or sort of flesh out a point that she's making. Okay, so that's PB4. PB5 is going to be more sort of targeted at taking what you've already been doing by reading and rereading and thinking about the bell hooks piece. And this is where you kind of start to build actual sentences for your actual essay. So the Say Mean Matter chart is just a graphic organizer, basically, that's going to help you start to try out some sentences that you can use in your actual paper. So obviously you want to grab your text, grab all your annotations, and then you can review these sentence starters. I have a PDF here that when you click on it, it's going to open up this document, and it will help you sort of build some sentences about what Hooks says in the text, what this means, and why this matters to your claim. Because in your analysis paper, I'm asking you to make a claim about Hooks, about what she's saying in regards to that framework that you chose, language, theory, or education. Then, once you have taken a look at that graphic chart with all these like sentence builder statements, you can open up this document. You can either print it out if you'd rather handwrite it and take a photo of it, or you can kind of just type right here into the document. You will start building your own sentences. And remember that whatever you do when you cite the text, you want to practice those MLA citations. But what you're doing here is you're just sort of creating little seeds of sentences that will grow into your paper. Okay. And then I'm not going to go over PB6 because that's something that I'll talk about in the mini lesson for this week. But I'm going to pull it back now to our full view so that I can tell you this week's chat check-in prompt and close out this video. Okay, so 2 things just to remind you. When you're writing your analysis and you're thinking about hooks, don't forget to also include citations from the second article that you've chosen from our list. If you don't know what that even is, go back to the project assignment description from last week and look, there's a list of articles that I'm giving you to help you make your claim about hooks in regards to one of those 3 frameworks. If we need to talk through that whole process, make sure that you come and visit me during office hours this week on Thursday from 2 to 3. Or shoot me an email, and I'm happy to talk with you more about that. This is a complicated paper. It's the trickiest one that we've taken on so far. And I just wanted to say I'm really proud of you. You guys have been doing excellent work this semester. I am blown away by the level of engagement that you guys are showing in this online course. So keep up the good work. Keep working away at this assignment, and I know that it's going to produce excellent results for you. Okay, lastly, it's our chat check-in prompt. Excuse me, try not to choke. Here it is. It's a would you rather. Okay, it's going to be fun. So the question is, would you rather do a study abroad for an entire semester in a frozen location, someplace really cold like northern Greenland or the Antarctic? Or would you rather do that or write a 20-page research paper on someplace tropical? Would you rather go to a frozen location for an entire semester of study abroad, or would you rather write a 20-page research paper on someplace tropical? And why? All right, so that's the chat check-in prompt for this week. I hope you guys have a lot of fun thinking about it and writing about it, and I will talk to you soon. All right, bye everybody.